Morning, man, behind the scenes.
Morning.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a great weekend.
I had a good weekend too. Well,
Yeah.
kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
It's a long story.
Playing hooky.
Yeah. It was kind of a rough weekend, so maybe it wasn't a great weekend.
Yeah.
But it's nice weather today. The river's on its way down, and we got a lot of stuff to do.
Yes.
You ready to get started?
Let's get started.
Well, first things this morning, we are back down here at the abandoned farm. And what did we get? Like 3 inches of rain over the weekend?
Yeah.
We got absolutely hammered. What was the last day we worked down here? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. The rain hit Friday.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Today's Monday.
See, Friday you were on vacation again.
It's not on vacation. Actually, I got video of
Okay,
what
you
I
got
did.
video, okay.
I went to Skills USA, the Indiana state competition, and supported the folks. Actually, I went to the speech and opening ceremonies, and then I supported the guys doing the operators
Well, I stayed back here.
skills
What?
challenge. I'm investing in our future.
Okay. All right. This better pay off.
Gunner's gonna need an Aaron one day. I gotta go find him. Could you imagine Aaron or Gunner and Bo running this company?
Oh, man. Gunner's off to a bad start, I can tell you that.
Oh, you want?
Vandalized my truck.
Gunner got what he calls a round one of revenge.
Oh, well, next time, Bubba, or no, what did I have? I didn't have Bubba.
The loader.
I had the loader, yeah. Next time the loader ain't gonna stop right in front of that go-kart. It's gonna go over the top, then stop.
Then stop. All right, well, we're just kind of passing through down here this morning. Looking everything over, man. I tell you what, after the big rain, the big wet spot in the field out there looked absolutely awesome. The pond and everything back here drained good. John Henry Miller and his crew been down here, got the roof all patched up, got it all sealed up. You want to get material to the inside of what you got all cleaned up?
Yeah, we can do that.
The old 850 kind of looks good sitting in here, don't it?
It does look good.
It blends in with the time frame.
Yeah. Jerry had it looking a lot better. I just had to move it. It was in my way. Had it like poking out of the door up there.
Yeah, well, it was.
Really
I think
good.
it was the door.
Yeah.
All right, check this out though, guys. We are finally finished. Aaron came down here Friday whenever I was away at Skills, and got the rest of the manure out of here. Got all of Crash's boards cleaned up. Got this all cleaned up, man. It is looking good. Looking good. John Henry Miller's got his crew in here this morning. They're going down through here. This post here is completely broken off. These other posts are actually in pretty decent shape, but they're kind of in bad shape right there where the ground's at. So we're going to set a new post next to these. We're going to set a post in between them. Then we're actually going to close this whole wall off. That way we get a little bit of privacy from the road. And
Yeah, this one here you can kind of show right at the ground.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess it is the manure, just
It must be.
or something.
It's going to be nice having this closed off. I think we're going to leave the backside open. We can stack our attachments and stuff in there and do what we need to. But heck yeah. All right.
I got the spot leveled off over there where we're going to put my trailer.
This is a no-go.
I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to look, the more and more I think about it, I think it's going to look really good there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It'll fit right in.
No.
Do you want to have it painted at the same time we paint everything around
No.
here? Or?
It's
No?
going to stay right back there, and it's going to blend in with its own business back
No,
there.
snakes get in back here. This here, snakes ain't going to come up here no more.
That's the last thing we got to do is now that John's got the roof all patched up, I need to find somebody to get it painted, and
Yeah.
maybe we'll paint the rest of this metal to make it look a little prettier. The new metal on the back side of the wall is going to be a light gray. So, I don't know. I was telling those guys, for the best we know, that building was built in the 70s. And it's had zero maintenance done to it since the day it was built.
Yeah.
So, it's holding up pretty good. So, all right. We're stopping by through here, checking on John, make sure he's good to go. I believe those guys got this under control. You want to head down to the other farm. We got a few things we need to get tidied up down there. Hopefully tomorrow the river is down enough we can finally get our other
Rest
job
of our-
finished up.
Yeah, field tile in, or 8-inch, yep.
Because that's been it's been an adventure. All right, we're heading to the other farm. We'll see you guys there. Well, welcome to the farm. Yeah, that's going super well this morning. Gonna hear about that in a minute when Aaron gets over here. So, all right. Anyways, we are back down here where we're doing a little tree trimming. I was gonna try to get over here to the 120 because it needs a little bit of fuel, and I probably would have made it if I wasn't lollygagging around, but fortunately we got plenty of equipment to get us around here. But what we need to do, got a handful of trees we want to finish trimming on this field here. Then we're going to try to jump over. Got a little bit of work we'd like to do on those catch basins while we're down here, just to kind of tidy those up a little bit. I think we'll be in pretty good shape on this farm as well. Well, the good news is John Deere 120 has tracks and wheel travel. All right. Guess instead of the fuel coming to us, we'll go the fuel. Don't think we need that today, because we are low, folks. I don't want to talk about it.
About what?
Oh, you didn't even notice. That's good. Perfect. I ain't gonna tell you then.
No, tell me.
No.
I gotta know.
I ain't gonna tell you if you didn't notice. Everything's fine.
I'll go back and I will look until I find it if you don't tell me.
Everything's fine.
I see it now. It ain't me this time. I told you not to drive out through here.
No. I was doing good till about right there.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, the other side's even worse.
Yeah.
Go look the other side.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you could have seen that easy. That's driver's side. You should have seen that and be like, oh, I ain't going through there.
Lack of momentum and not committing to four-wheel drive
Yeah.
gets you every time.
That got me a little tricky to push yourself out with that blade on there.
Well, luckily we got that thing. We'll just let it dry out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys, we were back trimming trees for a little bit. Man, we got this saw dialed in. Made a few tweaks to it. Learning the angles, learning the pressures, learning the techniques. We've got this thing sawing absolutely phenomenal now. Only ever getting it stuck. It's working real good. But long story short, I've got about 2/3 of the way around this field on the last video we posted on this thing. I got just a little bit left to do right here. I'm not going to bore you guys with this. Let me get this last little bit finished up, and then we're going to head back around the other side of the property and do a little bit of work. We have made it, guys. This is going to be the last limb I'm going to cut. You guys probably can't see anything because that sun has been in my eyes the whole time. Boom. Well, guys, we have officially made it all the way around this field. Honestly, once we got rolling, I was pretty pleased with the time we made. I know I said something about in the previous video, leaving a section of this to kind of see what it does on a yield map, but the reality of it is we have plenty of other places to test that against. So Aaron's getting the last little bit. Man, this whole system has just worked awesome. Between the brush rake, the saw, it's just been a flawless system. It's worked better than we even anticipated. So, sir. Could I possibly get a little push? No, not so much on the Traco. Maybe just a little pushy on the truck.
Oh, yeah, okay. guess I can bail you out. You bailed me out once.
I've bailed you out more than once, but I'm not really in a position to negotiate. We might need a little bit of tile here at some point. Oh, we're going places now, folks. Question is, can we make it back through it a second time? Oh yeah! It's kind of reverse use of our lifting eye on the saw. But I want to get this bucket loaded on the trailer while we're here because we're going to need it around front. It'll just save a whole lot of tracking back and forth, so. If it works, it works. Perfect. Well, guys, the tree saw is officially removed. We're gonna go ahead and set it on the trailer here. This thing performed better than I think we expected. It did absolutely awesome. The main thing is we had no major issues with it either. We got one small tweak we need to make on the brake system. But other than that, it's hard to complain. I'd love to run this thing on the 210. I think I can up the pressures just a little bit on the 210. Maybe make up for that slight lack of power. But once I kind of got my technique critiqued, it did pretty doggone good. What's even more impressive is this, we're not even calling this a root rake, because technically it's a brush
I
rake.
can get this without any assistance. See if you can do it.
Oh, I see how you are.
Strike one.
If I would have put the hook on the other way, I could have got it.
Excuse. You got it.
This thing worked exceptionally well as well, with no issues. Man, behind the scenes, I was just telling our people, it's hard to complain the way this thing performed.
Yes. Root rake, I think, did a little better than
I've decided to call it a brush rake, because that's technically what we're pushing with, is brush.
Mad Max.
Mad Max, whatever it is, it works awesome. It works absolutely awesome. I mean, we scuffed a little bit of paint and got a few little wear marks on it, but man, blades held up well, gearbox held up well, all the hoses are still on it. Are we weld inspecting?
Ain't no weld there to inspect.
Oh, that is interesting, man, behind the scenes.
If a weld cracked, there ain't no weld there to crack.
Well,
I remembered all the other ones. Oh, I know what it was. You were on vacation, and I did that to see if you would catch it, and I forgot all about it.
that's what
That's what it was.
that's what I would have said too.
I don't know why I forgot to
Is that
run
why you bent the end one too, the end plate?
Just see if you'd notice. You noticed that, but you didn't notice the weld missing there.
It's not much. It got just a slight tweak to it.
Yeah.
What'd you say? You hooked it on a tree?
Yeah, I think I hooked a tree. I think I well, I shouldn't say hooked a tree, but swung into a tree a little harder than I should have. But I got the tree down. I was just trying this out several different ways, just see what it was capable of doing.
Oh my goodness. Do I need to go inspect the 240?
No, we'll let it go. It's good.
That's not a vote of confidence. Not a vote of confidence at all. Yeah, all in all though, man, we got to just do something with that brake system. I just need to get some sort of quick latch on to where it can't unhook itself. Yeah. But honestly, not having manual adjustment, if I get that about 30-degree angle and leave it for what we're doing,
yeah,
it works good. All right, we're gonna switch back over to the bucket. We're going out here and work on these 2 catch basins. All right, dear, now we'll have the dump truck down here. We went and grabbed a load of riprap from town real quick for them catch basins. Aaron's already got some of it packed down over the hill. We're gonna need a little bit more. No need to walk down there empty-handed, so we'll take a little bit with us and see what we got. Aaron will grab some, come behind us. There is our rubber tire for the time plow. You guys are wondering where it's at. All right, off we go. One disadvantage of the track, though, you're never the fastest guy on the job site. See how these tiles are running beautifully. The water coming out of that one. This one here is a little bit harder to see because it's down the water. Obviously the big tile looks absolutely awesome down through there. This tile over here coming off the neighbors is running good. Shake it a little bit out right here in front of me if you can. Don't spill your drink.
Yeah, we gotta get a couple over in here.
There you go, shake it a little bit right there. A little more. Back up just a shake. Shake a little more. Back up a little bit. Shake you a little more. Back up a little bit more and dump her, and I think it'll be good. Yep, let her fly. I think that's gonna be good for here. I don't think we need to put any on the other side, do you?
No, I think back there on the backside's good.
This is our overflow entrance, and it hasn't washed hardly at all, so I think we're fine. The only thing I see is if we wanted to dump a little bit more around that pipe right there.
Alright, you want me to just go get one more bucket from down here?
Yeah, I don't think we need much, just a little bit.
Alright.
Back up, yeah, right there, dump a little bit. A little more. A little more. All right, I'll tell you what, why don't you come around and dump the rest of it over here on this other one. End of that pipe there got broken. I may or may not know what happened to it. We won't talk about it. It'll be fine. Yep, looks good right there. Back up and dump what little bit you got left. You just got me wet, by the way. Perfect. My My boots are out of the water. Somebody dropped a rock down here and splashed me.
You know, I never even thought about it. I never thought. I should have just dropped about 4 or 5 right in front of you. You want me to head on up and get more for that next one?
Yeah. Chuck.
Better watch what you throw off here, bud.
Yeah, I think this one's good.
Alright, 10-4.
All right, guys, really like what I'm seeing there. That should stop whatever little bit of erosion we got. We're gonna track along this top, kind of smash these rocks down. Got the end of that pipe protected just a little bit better. Looks good. That should be a flawless play in there. We'll keep an eye on that. See how it performs this summer. And excuse me. I think we should be good to go. That tree pollen's getting to me from cutting all those trees earlier. I'll survive, I promise. All right, let's go down to the other one. On the other side, we're going to dig a little bit of this salt stuff out of here. Just going to open this up a little bit so maybe it'll flow a little better. Try to prevent as that water comes across the field lays pretty flat, so it don't really erode a whole lot. Once it turns and goes down over this bank, getting speed, the erosion factor goes up. Watch that property pole behind you.
Oh, yeah, the live auger. Yeah, you want me to move over? Keep doing it.
Sorry about that. I'd say we'll do that one more time right there, probably. One more bucket over there. You got it? Oh yeah. You know what, I bet this is the perfect habitat for? You know what? I bet this is the perfect habitat for
Yeah, I don't like them.
some of your little friends.
Yeah, keep them little friends away from me.
Shake me a little bit off there. Let's get it back up a little bit. Back up a shade. Just dump it all right there where you're at. How much you got left?
I got probably about 6 more buckets.
Probably need about 2 of them right there.
Alright.
I think this is a classic case of hopefully a little bit of maintenance goes a long ways.
Yeah. That would be bagged enough so I can scare most snakes out so I can get out of the vehicle or out of the piece of equipment.
Oh, you and snakes. You know, if Gunner ever watches this and learns of your fear of snakes, you're really going to be in trouble, right?
Well, yeah, we don't need him to know that I'm scared of snakes. But his luck, he'd pick up a copperhead and it'd bite him.
Man, this whole system's worked out good.
Yeah.
Kind of looking over the fields. We got one random wet spot over there and one random wet spot back here behind me. But this used to all be wet down through here.
Yeah.
We may come down here and catch those one day with a tile, but for now, this is a step in the right direction. All right, well, I guess we need to head back to the other farm and see what kind of progress we got going on there.
I think what they'd like to see you do is go to that very end one, that 36 inch, and climb back through that again right now.
You got a skateboard?
Huh?
I'll do it if you got a skateboard.
Oh, I bet there's all kinds
I
of
wonder if I could get on a
in
small
there.
enough canoe or small enough kayak I could get through there. I can almost see through it. We did look down it.
Yeah, you did crawl through it once.
I did.
Yeah, so
It looks really good from what I can see. All the pipes are still lined up.
let's check it one more time. Go down there and do it.
I did it last time. You're up.
Too round. I don't.
Yeah, I bet. We can do a test fit on one of those pipes up there.
Nah, that's all right.
Yeah,
Claustrophobic, can't breathe.
All right,
All right,
we're back to the other farm.
all right.
All right, guys, we have made it back down here to the other farm. We were actually a week removed from when we were down here before. The bad news is, hoping Chris would have this planted by now. I know this looks really dry right here, but we've just been bombarded with rain the last week or so. We got like 5 inches of rain the last week. But it is drying out nice, and the place down there we did all the dirt work, it's not holding any water at all. So everything is draining. Everything on that front is looking absolutely awesome. John Henry Miller and his crew were in here. Check this out, guys. We got the hose side of the barn sided. It looks absolutely awesome. This is going to kind of do a twofold. It adds a little bit of structure to this old building. You guys can see he went beside each post. We repost it and we put a post in between, and also it gives us a little bit of privacy from the road. That way whatever we got stored in there is just not out in the open for everybody to see. I know the building's not locked or secured, but at least we're not advertising what we got. Fortunately, we don't have a whole lot of issues with sticky fingers around here, and we do have security measures in place if anybody thinks about getting sticky fingers. You may not have your fingers no more, just warning. But still, just don't want to leave low-hanging fruit out there for everybody to see. We'll switch around the inside here, kind of see what everything looks like. We're still up on the air. I think Aaron and I have discussed we're going to leave the loft all the way down that side. On the far end, you can see we've already got some stuff stored in there. And we're going to leave the back side of the barn open. It seems to work really well. I'll walk around here and show you guys real quick. Seems to work really well for like putting attachments of small tractors and just stuff that we need to get in and out quick, and just need to kind of keep dry. So need to do some weed eating and some weed control back here. But we got the bumble light back here, got the broom, I got the brush rake back here, got the auger attachment back here. as we get this more organized, I'm sure we'll I'm sure we'll figure out a little bit more about what our plan is. What our plan is back here, it's a work in progress around here, to say the least. But anyways, back inside, got this closed in. Now, you guys are probably wondering why the metal does not go all the way down. The metal actually goes down just as far as the metal does everywhere else on the building. That is how much we dug out to get all the manure and trash and bad dirt and everything out of there. I'm still hopeful we're gonna get a bunch of millings off this road project. Hopefully that comes through. If that's the case, we're gonna build the inside of this barn up to where it needs to be. On the outside of the barn, I don't know if we'll bring it all the way up. It'll probably come up at least a foot or better with fill, and then if we need to put a retaining wall down there, or we can build down with boards, we can. I'd rather have that metal match all the other metal around here and bring the grade up to it and make sure we got positive drainage away from it. That's a bigger deal to me than having that metal down in the dirt. This building here, whenever they built it, they actually did a really nice job. They kind of got it on an elevated pad, and they had good drainage all the way around it. And honestly, that's probably what saved this building and kept it in this good a shape for all these years. It's keeping the water out of it, keeping positive drainage around it. So it's stayed pretty good over the years, which is good. The other big thing you guys can't see that John Henry Miller did is he went through and replaced all the screws in the roof, fixed some of the busted boards, screwed the ridge cap back down, replaced a piece of metal over there that was bent and broken up. And the last couple heavy rains we've had no roof leaks in here, which is absolutely huge. I'd still like to see if I can walk around here and show you. Go in and out. I can't decide if I want my sunglasses on or off. I'd still like to go through and get a nice new coat of paint on the roof. See if I can get back here far enough you guys can see. But every screw has been replaced, every hole's been resealed, and the metal's actually in pretty good shape, just the paint's coming off of it. So hopefully this summer I'll get a coat of paint on that, and we may even paint this nasty green just to continue to clean it up a little bit. But man, I'm excited. It's coming along now. Now don't judge this building, because I don't own this one, so we can't be judging that one. I own these two over here. Keep that in mind. So that's pretty much the rundown on this building. It's we basically got it to where it's secure, the roof's not leaking, the building's structurally sound, and we can start using it and parking stuff in there. So super excited about that. This building here, John also did some work on it for us. He did the same thing. The roof went around, re-screwed, sealed everything up. No issues whatsoever. The other thing we did, and maybe you guys have noticed this in some past videos, but right here is where that dividing wall is at inside. So this is closed in, this is open, and the metal did not come all the way down, and there was wood exposed right there, and it was rotting, and water was coming down, landing on the concrete, and then running in. So this is the metal we actually took off the top of the other barn up there. And those guys come in and basically extended that metal down to get that metal down past that concrete floor. Didn't even ask them to do this, but they replaced the window seals for us, had some water running back right there, which I greatly appreciate. And it looks pretty sharp. I mean, she's not new by any stretch of the imagination, guys, but at least she's watertight, weather tight, and structurally sound again, because whenever we got possession of these buildings, none of those adjectives described any of these structures whatsoever. So this area in here, we are pretty much done with for right now. May come in and add just a few lights here and there, but we got the pallet shelving around the back. It's working out extremely well. Lieutenant Dan parts up there. Believe it or not, guys, don't get your hopes up, but there's been some action behind the scenes on Lieutenant Dan, so may or may not happen. I'm not going to promise anything, that's bit me in the butt before, but we're getting there. Go-kart racing hobby, which I don't know, might be time to sell those. Gunner's not going to be happy about that. But this building right here has worked out very well for storing miscellaneous stuff, storing some of the smaller stuff. Usually we have the skid steer parked in here as well. It's really quick and easy to grab them and head out with them, which works really well. I'm not for sure where this thing's going to end up at yet. We moved it from the other building down there. We did a will it start on this with Hamiltonville Farms, and while I had it running, I went ahead and moved it down here just to open up some room in the other lot. And if I get it running down here, we can maybe actually use it. So that's the hope. Anyways, there it is. The one last thing I want to do in this building, and Aaron and I haven't decided how we want to do it, is I want to build some racks or some compartments for our plumbing stuff. All of our fittings, tile fittings, septic fittings, etc. We still might use that POS trailer that Aaron bought the other day. I don't know. We might build something in here. I don't know. It's all to be determined, but I'll show you guys inside here real quick. If you remember the first couple of videos on this thing, I think the first video I did in here when we got possession of it, it was raining and you couldn't even tell you were inside. The floor was just absolutely soaking wet. But we still got some organizing to do in here. Still got some stuff to do. You guys probably can't tell on camera, but John Henry Miller got all the rotten boards. He's got a sister board next to him and replaced so the roof don't take off. John Henry Miller removed the old stovepipe for us. And hopefully, now that he's got that metal all the way around the bottom, it'll stop that water from coming in down around there. But this is this area here has turned out super nice too, just to be able to quickly back trucks in, load stuff, unload stuff. Like I said, I had the gym, which Captain Kleeman has for years. It was huge, a lot of good dry storage in there, but it's so inconvenient to get stuff in and out of. You guys watch his videos, you probably see him fight that a little bit. So this has been nice, just to be able to load stuff in and out on ground level, and it's coming together, guys. Like I said, if you go all the way back, watch the videos when we first got this farm, it is absolutely astounding how far these come along. I mean, there was considerable talk. Don't tell anybody where my key's at, it's top secret. Don't forget about the security system too, where you lose fingers. But anyways, it's come so far. You know, there was a time when we thought we might be better off bulldozing a few of these things down and just starting over. But I'm glad we saved what we got. The farm looks absolutely incredible. I'm really curious and anxious to get Chris down here, get everything planted. I believe it's going to go in corn this year. This will be the first time these fields have had crop in them in, oh geez, 12 or 15 years. So it'll be nice to see the farm back in production. And like I said, you guys seen the videos on the other farm. We got that one ready as well. Chris will probably get that one planted before he gets this one planted, to be honest with you. Hopefully the weather cooperates so we can get her knocked out. But this will probably be the last video on the abandoned farm project of this fall after he harvests, and we'll be back down here again. The only thing that may interrupt that is whether or not we get these milling. So we're both gonna have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, big old thumbs up. Make sure you don't want to miss out what's coming up next. Consider subscribing. That way we can catch you on the next one. Later, guys.